So, stone leaf diagram question that we need to go through. So stone leaf diagrams allow you to put the information into an ordered table so that you can see the distribution of your data. We've got a set of numbers here for the heights of 12 girls, and they're not in order at the moment, so it might be useful to think of what's happening. So the smallest number in here is 148, so we can put an 8 there, and I've used that one. And when we look through, the next smallest is 152, so we can put a 2 there. The next smallest after that is 154, so 4. The next smallest after that is 160, put 0, then 162, and then 164, and another 164, and a 168. And then more 160s, and then we'll go through the 70s, so 70, 73, and a 79. So we checked that we put the right number of numbers in, so there was 12 girls, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got another 179 by the looks of it, have we? So let's have a look. Oh, we've missed out a 174, that's what it was. So 174 and then 179. Okay, I mean it might have been useful to use this space here to write these numbers out in order. Just remember how a stem leaf diagram works, because that's why we need a key, and it's very important you put the key, and the key would be something like 14.3, and what that tells you is that this side is the tens part, so it's 14 tens, 140, and this part's the unit side. So you would say that this key is telling us that this means 143 centimetres. So that's the stem leaf diagram in order, size order, and that would give you the full marks for the question. The next part of the question says there's 13 boys in a class, and they've got the heights again, and they want you to compare. So what we've got to realise when we compare questions is we must be comparing an average, and we must be comparing a range. Now we've got lots of different types of averages and lots of different types of ranges. For this kind of question, you'd get away with doing the median average and the ordinary range. You could, if you've got a box plot question, be expected to use the median and the interquartile range. It really depends on your data. You could calculate the mean average, of course, and the mean average technically would be the best one to use because it includes all the data. But that really is up to you to decide. As long as you're comparing an average and a range, then the examiners will give you the marks. So let's have a look. We've got girls, so collect the data into some form of reasonable order. It's a start question, so it's about communication. So we've got girls and boys, and we want the median average calculated, and we want the range calculated. So the median average is the number in the middle when the things are in size order. So for the girls, there were 12 girls, and the middle would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wouldn't be the sixth data point, remember, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before the middle point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after the middle point. So the medians are between 164 and 164, which happens to be 164. So for the girls, it's 164 centimetres for the median, and for the boys, well, the examiners have been generous here. They've already put them in size order for you. So again, there's 13 boys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 would be okay to be the middle because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers before it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers after it. A quick way of finding the middle is to add 1 to your total frequency and halve that. 13 plus 1 is 14, divided by 2 is 7, so you want the 7th data point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so the 7th data point, 170. So for the boys, the median average is 170. We want the range, and we've got to remember the range means the largest value subtracts the smallest value. So when we look at the girls' data, we can see the largest value is 179, the smallest value is 148. So for the range for the girls, we'd be doing 179, take away 148, which would be 31. So the range would be 31 centimetres for the girls, and for the boys, we're doing 184, take away 157, which would be 27. So 27 centimetres for the boys. Just check that. 20 on top of that is 170. 7 plus 7 makes 184. Yeah, so 27. Okay, so that's the calculations done for the numbers, but this question says compare, star, communication, so we need some sentences, and it's really important to remember we've got to write something about the data. So using the information, we can't use our general knowledge, we use the information that's in front of us. We can see clearly here that the median average for the boys is bigger than the median average for the girls, so therefore typically boys are taller on average. So we can say that boys typically are taller than the girls as the median average was higher. The girls' heights were more spread out as the range for the girls was larger. Remember, the larger the range, then the more spread out your data is, the more distributed it is. And those kind of statements will give you the marks. So that's how we can do a stem and leaf diagram type question. And when we've got to do the comparisons, then we've got to make sure that we compare an average and a range. And depending on your data types and the level of the question, then you choose your averages carefully. The mean average would normally be the preferred one because it includes all your data. But for this type of data, when it's in size order, the median could be used quite quickly. So that's an example of calculating averages and comparing data.